The first carry for DeAndre Washington. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
So on 4th down, here's Marquette King to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. Here's Newton. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the play. And now a 1st down following that long gain. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now it's Newton. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. He's the reigning AFC Offensive Player of the Week, and defensively, they have to find an answer for him.
And that's what you would do if you were calling plays, right?
Yeah,
you'd make sure that he gets targeted, but the thing about it is the route running. That's what makes him so dangerous, is because no matter what is presented defensively, he runs his route with such skill that he's able to go up and get the football first in each and every situation. You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They snap it to Newton. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. second down, Washington. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And this one is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
Back to the air on second down. It's Carr. His throw incomplete. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver. Third down here. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
On is the punter King to send it away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Newton. He's got his man. It's Williams. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down right around the 31. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. This is Gordon as they go to him again. They find some open field here. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I've not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Second down following the run. They'll try the air now with Newton. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. Right around the 26. A good pickup there of 20 yards. first down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marquell Lee in there to drop him for a loss of nearly 20 yards.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On second down, here's Newton. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right?
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Raiders. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So out come the Chargers. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. A big play there for L.A. 44 yards on the ground. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
On first down, Newton. Buying time to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And Frank's kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll start the drive with Washington. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now on first down, it's Washington again. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Gives it off to Washington. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
93.
The tight end in motion right. In motion comes the tight end left. In motion, the tight end. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Washington on 3rd and short. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu able to run him down for a loss of a yard. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a play fake here on first down, escaping the pressure right. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
First and goal, Melvin Gordon. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. Back to throw, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. He's got it. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
So just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The punter Kaiser now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now Newton. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down. Now Gordon on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between...
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Off play action. Newton. Steps away to his left. Powers through. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
To throw on second down is Newton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Carr going to throw. That's complete. Bernard. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
On first, here's Washington. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe you change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Right back to Washington. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard at the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. Carr going to try and throw on third down. And he finds Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Jared Cook. his second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he goes out right around the 39. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
The handoff goes to Gordon, running left. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. Trying to power it ahead with Watt. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. From the pistol, they run with Gordon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. From the 50, Newton. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Khalil Mack. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. From the gun, Newton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Heck of a move, but only able to work his way down near the 23. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
On the draw, Carr leads to Washington. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Philip Dorsett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Out of the field now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Well, just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Newton. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Newton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And now running right through him. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. In a tie game fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Looking to throw on second down. Newton throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He spins free. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Newton now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Got him in. It's complete. Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, it's Newton. Throw left side complete. That's Cohen. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. A gain of 6 there on first. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Fresh set of downs here. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And some space here. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives them a nice pickup. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
Back to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back to the ground out there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. He's back to throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. So getting the big touchdown they needed late in the 4th. Now what do? You conservative and just tie it up?
No, I think you put your practice into game situation. Go as fast as possible. You already have your play call ready to go. Go for 2 and decide it right now.
And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now Carr. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Back to throw, Carr. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Carr to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. Give. It's Washington. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So it all comes down here to the right foot of Randy Bullock. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the fourth. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far. They start the drive with Abdullah. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
One of the things that's really difficult for an offense is often identifying how to block a 3-4 defense. Well, when they're coming on a blitz, even more difficult. They're elusive targets and hard to hit.
First throw of overtime for Carr. He's going to air one out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there in overtime. 58 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Dorsett making the catch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
So they're operating in the red zone. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. get it to Washington, running left. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Biggest play now in this opening drive of overtime. This is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Carr. The quick slant caught. Well, they are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. So they say forget the field goal in the lead. They're going for the win in OT here on 4th and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll run. It's Washington. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime.